Hey guys, welcome back to the video. So this is me, this is my Bandit 600, and this is Pembrey. This is also me, and this is my Fireblade 929.
Isn't that the best one of the day for me? I don't know how you felt.
How long? Oh yeah, probably. How long were you sat behind me for? Much or not?
A corner.
This guy holding the camera here is called Blake. He came up with us. This is my second time at Pembrey, same as Nathan on the right there. And this is Blake's first time, but he was here on his 675. This bike here, very nice bike that. Quick as well. And this guy here on the right, you'll notice, is my mate Nath, who, if you've watched my first video from Pembrey, we both came off. Right, on to this is the second session of the day. Not going to show you a full lap, just show you probably about half a lap, and you'll see how much quicker a 675 is on the straight than my Bandit. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Lovely bike that is. But the interesting thing is here, I just sort of want to show you this bit of video. If you look at the distance, how far back I am now from Blake, and you'll see I do through the corners. Obviously, this is only the second session. I had been here before. So at this time of the day, I'd probably, knew the track more than Blake did, and he wasn't giving it full beans. But you can see that the gap is coming down a bit when we go through the corners. And then you'll get to the next corner, I think it is, where we have a onto the back straight, and you will see he just obliterates me. Bye bye. There we go, look. But what we'll do now, skip on to the fourth session of the day, which is when I come out on the blade. And yeah, me and Blake were quite similar pace here. Oh yeah, this wasn't the actual speed that we went through the pits. I sped up, obviously. So yeah, I used the Bandit for the first, second and third session before lunch, and then after lunch I used the blade for this session, and then the fifth and sixth. And this was a Phil Bevan day this time. It was Ian Lawford we did last year for our first one. Both good, very similar. This is just in the queue here now. The guy's going to check wristband, and then we'll be out ready to go, and you better see the difference then, how well I can keep up or not keep up. Right, so I can see Blake duck down and he's off. We've just done our 2 sighted laps, which you always do in Novice, because we're in Novice group again today. And you'll see I sort of get a little bit of a jump on Blake around this corner here. And then we're off. Not the best gear change in the world there, was it? But a bit of traffic up here, so I'm always quite tentative still in this first corner, because this is where I came off on my first track day here, which I'm sure a few people have seen. I love this corner though. These two lefts here, a left and a little bit of a straight in, and then left again. It's really nice, that one. Just feels like it's quite flowy. It doesn't look that fast from the outside, but it feels good. Now up here in a second, I'm about to basically these 3 guys in front. This guy here on the CBR, I actually have quite a good battle with him in the last session. I'll show you that later. But I'm about to sort of do all 3 of these guys up here, which is quite funny. Now this is my 4th overall track day, but 2nd time here at Pembrey. I have noticed I am starting to, I think I'm sort of leaning off the bike a little bit better now. I am still quite sensitive in this corner down here. As I say, this is the one I came off at when I did my first day. But the rest of the corners after that, I feel like I'm following the line not too bad. There's, you've got all the cone markers on the apex and the turn-in. There we go, there's the first cone. Missed that one there slightly. And then there's another cone there, and then I was a bit wide on that apex one again, but generally I was trying to sort of, if I could, follow the line as best I could. There we go, the apex one there, so not too bad. And if you can, I did notice the better you follow those cones and those markers, the better lap time you'll feel like you've done. Obviously, I've not got a lap timer. I can get around and work it out from pausing it. Now this corner here, it'll be interesting. The reason I'm showing you the rest of this lap on my own is because I'm going to come back to that corner in a second. Here we go. So, I've gone around the second corner. This is the corner I just said about, which I really like. This one here. I felt like I got a good lean on off this one. Although my head is still not leant over enough. When you look at it from the outside, my head still pokes up about way higher than it should. I need to lean that down really, but it's an improvement. Now, I come around here and I think I thought I was on the Bandit for a second or something, because I dropped down the gear for no reason. You'll watch what happens. Oh, hello there. Look at that. I nearly went straight onto the grass. Luckily I didn't. Pulled the clutch in, just rolled around. And then, yeah. I'm back to chasing Blake again now. And you see Blake gets a real good lean on. He leans off nice on all the corners really. Nearly like too much for me. The way he leans over is really good. He leans right off the bike. Now here I was a little bit, well, when I can see there's a bit of traffic up ahead, like I can see further down the road there that there's a bit more traffic. Blake was much better on the brakes down to this corner here. Quite a few people done me on this corner here actually on the brakes. It's the only place really I felt like I was losing a lot of time. But like I said, I did come off there, so I didn't really want to do that again. Whereas this section here I felt like I was fairly reasonably quick, not too bad. Obviously I'm getting through the traffic now, so won't be going as quick as I was, but and like there's a few opportunities where you think, oh, I could have gone there, but then, you know, the people in front, you don't know how much they've done on the track. You know, I was in exactly the same position last year, so I don't want to cut someone up like here. You know, maybe I could have shot through, but I thought it best hold off. And then once you get a clear run, right, there you go. Luckily on the blade, it's so powerful. You can, you know, anywhere if you throttle hard and they're a bit slower, you can just do them like that. But on the Bandit, that was really where the noticeable difference was, because I had to go around the outside of people if I was on the Bandit, or, you know, really brake late because it didn't have the straight line speed, as you could tell from the comparison with the 675 just a minute ago. But I would say this bike, my blade, is probably similar in performance to Blake's Triumph. He's got a nice quick shifter that seems to work absolute dream, as you could hear from the video earlier on. Oh, there we go. Like I said, not the best into this corner, but again I can see there's a lot of traffic up here, so I'm always a little bit, I don't want to wipe anyone out. You know, I'm confident enough if I come up to some traffic like here and I think, yep, I'll get around the outside of him. But I can see I'm not going to sort of affect someone else's line. I'll try my best to go around them. Here, there's a few people. There's a lady just here on the left. We're about to come up to. Well, I might have just passed then actually. Who was on a Honda CBR? I think she's on a 400, something like that. And she was with an instructor. I think you can see the instructor is just up here. Here we go. Look, here's the instructor on the left. He was sort of holding back for her, but I think she improved a lot throughout the day, so that was good. And you'll see, look, I'm still trying to catch up with Blake here. Great track though. I really like Pembrey. It's really good fun. Now, I added in both camera views. I think that is probably better than just one camera view, but people have to tell me what you think. Now, unfortunately, the last session of the day, I only caught my GoPro ran out of battery. There we go. Looks, I've caught Blake again, but it wasn't. Like I said, it's a bit tentative on the brakes at the end here, and then maybe on the Honda does me. But I can see there's a lot of traffic up here again. Right, I've skipped on to, this is session 5 now. There's my friend Nath on the right. Unfortunately, I don't stay behind him for too long. But I wanted to highlight this session because this guy here in front called Justin came over and spoke to me. It was funny really, about lunchtime I think it was. He said, I was watching some videos last night and I saw you come off in your first video. Didn't fill me with confidence, and then yeah, we got chatting to him and his friend, I think it's Tim on the CBR. You'll see I do the last session in a minute with him as well. But I thought I'd just show that because Unfortunately, I don't think I stay behind Justin for very long, so he doesn't get much footage. But yeah, I thought it was a funny thing to hear someone come over because they've seen your YouTube video. It's the first person who's ever done that, really. Yeah, here we go. So, on to the last session of the day. My the GoPro that was stuck on the back was had ran out of battery, so it's just the front camera now, which is a little bit shaky. It's not too bad. It's on the mud guard. It's about as good as I can make it. Unfortunately, it's only a session, so it's not got any stabilisation, which is, I'm hoping to get a new GoPro that does have that, and it will smooth out a little bit now. Me and this guy Tim in front, unfortunately, a little bit of the GoPro footage corrupted in between for some reason. So we got a couple laps here where we have a good little tussle together, and I think I overtake him on the back straight coming up. Let's have a quick look. I would say it looked like he leaned off the bike a similar amount to me, really. He seemed quite a probably similar sort of body movement in that way. I really need to get my head down. That's the main thing I've noticed from watching, especially from watching from Blake's cam. You know, my body's sort of off, but then my head seems to just hang about somewhere in the top of the top for no real reason. But see, some more traffic up here, but oh, another interesting gear change there. A couple of times I've done that. Basically, ever so slightly slipped the clutch as I changed gear. Not doing any damage really, just doesn't sound very good. This gear, for a second here, this caught me out. I think Matey didn't quite come on the throttle while he was going to, and I was going to accelerate with him, and then I thought, oh, hold on, he hasn't. So I then went up the inside, but we're very lucky. I was just looking at the clouds in the sky there. It did stay, other than the very first session, which we didn't record. The rest of the day, the track was dry the whole time. Yeah, here's a few laps later now. I don't know, I've missed a little bit of the footage for some reason, but you'll see Tim now comes right up on the inside of me here, where I'm not braking as hard, or as hard as I could be. There we go, look. And then I think I'll follow him for a little bit, but this is very much near the end of the session. I think we've already had a couple of like forward and backs, because by now my legs are hurting, and yeah, as you can see, I don't really put up much of a fight now. Tim is gone, but I thought I'd leave it in so you could see a bit of himself riding. Like I said, we got chatting with him and Justin. They both seem like top guys, so hopefully we'll have a track day with them at some point. But that pretty much is this is near the end of the 6th session now. But yeah, I had an absolutely brilliant day. I say this was with the Phil Bevan, and the first time I went was with the in-law for people. Both similar, I'd say similar size groups. Seemed pretty decent. So yeah, I'd 100% go again. And thanks for watching.